If you've been following the stock market recently, you've probably heard about NVIDIA's incredible rise. But while most investors are focused on AI chips, a different company has quietly become one of the biggest beneficiaries of the artificial intelligence revolution. That company is Micron Technology, ticker symbol MU. And what makes this story so interesting isn't just how much the stock has already risen, it's why it has risen, because Micron sits at the center of one of the most important bottlenecks in artificial intelligence today, memory. And without memory, AI doesn't work. Most investors understand GPUs. They know NVIDIA designs powerful processors that train and run AI models. But what many people don't realize is that those processors are useless without massive amounts of memory. Think of AI as a Formula One race car. The GPU is the engine, but memory is the fuel system. Without enough fuel, the engine can't perform. And as AI models become larger and more powerful, memory requirements are exploding. This is creating enormous demand for a specialized product called high bandwidth memory, or HBM. HBM is significantly faster than traditional memory and is critical for modern AI systems. And Micron is one of the few companies in the world capable of producing it at scale. To understand why this matters, we need to look at what's happening inside the AI industry. Every major technology company is racing to build more AI infrastructure: Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Google, OpenAI, xAI, and many others. They're all spending billions of dollars building data centers and purchasing advanced AI hardware, but these systems don't just require GPUs. They require enormous amounts of memory. In fact, memory has become one of the most important components in AI servers. That's why demand for HBM has skyrocketed over the last 2 years. For years, memory chips were viewed as commodities. The industry was known for boom and bust cycles. Prices would rise, companies would expand production, supply would eventually exceed demand, prices would crash, and the cycle would repeat. Many investors assumed this cycle would never change, but AI may be changing the rules because AI isn't just increasing demand. It's increasing demand for specialized memory products with higher margins and more limited supply. This is one reason why investors have become much more optimistic about Micron's future. One of the biggest developments came when NVIDIA began working closely with memory suppliers to support future AI systems. According to Reuters, Micron's strategic alignment with NVIDIA helped accelerate its position within the AI supply chain and establish itself as a major supplier of advanced HBM memory. Today, Micron is part of NVIDIA's next-generation HBM4 supplier lineup for future AI platforms. That is a huge deal because NVIDIA remains the dominant force in AI hardware, and suppliers connected to that ecosystem could continue benefiting as AI demand expands. What's even more impressive is what happened to Micron's HBM production. Demand became so strong that reports indicated Micron's HBM capacity for 2026 was essentially sold out. Think about that for a moment. Customers are already committing to buy products before they are even manufactured. That gives Micron something investors love: visibility, predictability, and pricing power. Another reason investors are paying attention is because memory shortages are becoming a real issue. Recently, multiple US industry groups warned that AI infrastructure is consuming an increasing share of global memory production. The demand has become so intense that some organizations fear shortages could impact other industries, including telecommunications, automotive manufacturing, and medical devices. When shortages occur, suppliers often gain leverage, and companies capable of delivering advanced memory products become increasingly valuable. This helps explain why Micron's financial performance has improved so dramatically. Just a few years ago, the company was dealing with major losses during a memory downturn. Fast forward to today, and the story looks completely different. AI demand has transformed the market environment. Reuters recently highlighted how Micron moved from heavy losses in 2023 to generating massive profits as AI-related demand accelerated. That's one of the most dramatic turnarounds in the semiconductor industry, but perhaps the most important question for investors is this: can it continue? Because whenever a stock rises significantly, expectations rise too. And that's where things become complicated. The bull case is relatively straightforward. If AI adoption continues expanding, if data centers continue growing, if memory shortages continue, and if Micron remains a leading supplier of HBM products, then demand could remain strong for years. Morgan Stanley recently suggested that memory shortages could continue for several years due to strong AI demand and limited supply growth. That's exactly the type of environment memory companies want to see. However, there are risks, and investors should understand them. First, competition. Micron isn't the only company producing advanced memory. Samsung and SK Hynix remain major competitors. Second, memory has historically been cyclical. Periods of strong profitability can eventually attract more supply. And if supply grows faster than demand, pricing pressure can emerge. Third, expectations are extremely high. The market already knows the AI story. Many investors are already betting on continued growth. That means Micron will need to keep delivering strong results. Any disappointment could create volatility. Still, there's a reason why so many investors continue watching this stock closely. Micron isn't trying to compete with ChatGPT. It's not building AI assistants. It's not creating social media platforms. Instead, it's supplying one of the most critical components behind the entire AI ecosystem. Memory, and every major AI breakthrough seems to require more of it, not less. History shows that during technological revolutions, some of the biggest winners are not always the companies consumers interact with. Sometimes the biggest winners are the companies supplying the infrastructure, the companies selling the picks and shovels, the companies enabling the revolution itself. That's exactly why Micron has become one of the most talked about semiconductor stocks in the market today. Because while everyone is focused on AI software, Micron is helping power the hardware that makes artificial intelligence possible. And if the AI revolution is still in its early stages, then Micron's story may be far from over. So is Micron stock a buy today? The truth is, nobody knows exactly where the stock will be next month, next year, or even 5 years from now. But what we do know is this: artificial intelligence is creating one of the biggest technology booms in modern history. And while most investors are focused on the companies building AI, Micron is helping supply one of the most important ingredients that makes AI possible in the first place. The memory powering the future. If AI continues growing at the pace many experts expect, Micron could remain one of the most important companies in the entire semiconductor industry. The question isn't whether AI will need more memory, the question is whether Micron can continue leading that race. And that's exactly why investors around the world are watching this stock so closely. What do you think? Is Micron one of the best AI opportunities on the market today, or has Wall Street already priced in the AI boom? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to subscribe because we're constantly covering the biggest opportunities, trends, and companies shaping the future of wealth. I'll see you in the next one.